bet you're going to miss me when I leave the B&B.
Oh, you found somewhere?
Yes, I have.
What? Not back with him. When did all this happen?
It's not happened quite, but, well, once I make him realise what he's missing, well, that won't take long.
How can you be so sure?
Because, Shelley, dear, men are like dogs. You just have to know where to scratch them.
How's that order coming along?
You asked me that 5 minutes ago.
Did I?
Yeah. Your memory playing tricks on you, Eric. Still, I suppose it's to be expected in a man of your age.
Mr. Pollard?
Yes.
I know it's really short notice, but I was just wondering if I could leave a bit early today.
What for?
I need to go and pick TJ up. There's no one available to look after him this afternoon. But it's just this once, and I promise it won't happen again.
See that it doesn't.
I think I just asked for one of his kidneys.
Take no notice, Dawn. His bark's worse than his bite. You've just got to learn where to scratch him. Isn't that right, Steph?
So, how are things working out at the B&B?
Well, it ain't the Ritz, but it beats waking up to your boat race across the breakfast table. Not that I shall be staying there very long.
Really?
I was looking to rent in the village, but, well, it's so expensive. So realistically, I think I'm going to have to move to Otten.
Oh, well, you don't need to go that far. I know just the place, and it's not a stone's throw from you. In fact, it's where you belong.
Oh, really? Where's that, then?
The retirement home on the Rubblesfield Road.
What you up to? I hope you ain't onto one of those rude websites. I've heard of dodgy geezers like you getting online, pretending they look like Brad Pitt.
If you must know, I'm trying to order my groceries. Ridiculously complicated.
Well, that's the trouble with the elderly. They're afraid of new technology. It's like my Auntie Edie. Gosh, she used to scream blue murder every time a piece of bread came out the toaster.
Is there another reason for you interrupting me other than to mock me?
Oh, yeah. The courier was backing up his van and he had a bit of a mishap.
Oh, my God.
It's only a wing mirror.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to replace wing mirrors these days? What's that lot doing here?
Oh, I went into Otten for lunch and I picked you up a few things.
For me?
Well, I do like to help out the aged now and again.
Well, you bought far too much. How am I going to eat all this on my own? Suppose you might have to come round this evening and give me a hand to eat it.
I can't.
Why not?
Because unlike you, Eric, I have a full social calendar.
I'll cook. Of course, if you're too busy here.
All right. I'll cancel. Well, be ashamed to let all that food go to waste, wouldn't it?
So how...
Well, if you don't like it, you can always eat somewhere else.
Oh, no. I'll finish it if you've gone to the trouble of cooking it. Anyway, it's better than eating on your own, I suppose.
Yes, and anyway, I suppose it's as cheap to cook for two as for one,
Possibly.
And anyway, it's a terrible waste me living in a place like this all by myself.
Is it?
And it could be more economical if you moved back in.
Oh. If you say so.
Well, you don't have to. I don't mind at all.
Oh, well, all right then. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, but I just knew I ought to...
Don't look sick to me.
I needed some air.
You really upset Shelley last night. We had to talk.
And you find that easier behind my back, do you?
Why do you have to be so difficult about this?
Oh, standing up for myself is difficult, is it? Like, my feelings don't matter?
No, it's not that, Steph.
Who rattled your cage? This is between me and my father.
Don't speak to Shelley like that.
No, it's okay, Alan, it's okay. You've got to sort this out between yourselves. I'll go over to the B&B and look after things.
You're wasting your time, you know. We're both old enough to know our own minds, and you won't change them.
OK. So at least let me buy you a drink. Wish you bon voyage. Come on. Honestly.
Arsenic chase with that?
Oh, don't tempt me. Right. Let's drink to fresh starts.
Oh, there's nothing fresh about this, Dad. You have abandoned me before, you know.
I have not abandoned you.
Oh, I see. My invitation to Spain is lost in the post, is it?
What, do you want to come with us?
Oh, of course I don't. Think the whole idea is completely ridiculous. No, what hurts me is the fact that you didn't give a thought to how I might feel. I lost my daughter earlier on this year. I don't suppose it occurred to you that I might be upset to lose the rest of my family.
Yes, of course it did. You mentioned it before, several times.
Yes, well, I haven't come to terms with it, OK?
Well, I've told you before, we must stop grieving. We've got to move on.
Won't be able to look after your Dad. She's completely impractical.
She'll be fine. She's a good woman. And a better friend than you give her credit for.
Friends don't betray you.
That's true, but you keep calling her Fat Shelley. No wonder she's worried about her weight.
It's a nickname, Dad. It's a term of endearment.
And what about locking her in the cupboard?
Oh, we were kids. It was a game.
You've always bullied her.
I am not a bully. Shelley is indecisive. She needs someone to tell her what to do. She can't manage without me.
And with friends like you, she doesn't need enemies. No, Shelley and I are going to Spain, and there is nothing you can do about it. I suppose I better be getting back.
You're wrong about me, Dad.
I don't think we should discuss it any further.
Well, that's a pity. Because you and Shelley are the people I care most about in the world. And for you to find your happiness in each other should have been the best thing to happen.
And it still will be.
So why did you keep it a secret? Because you thought so little of me. You assumed I couldn't be happy for you.
You didn't show much sign of it.
Because I was in shock. Because it was all going on behind my back. As if you were ashamed of it. Perhaps if you'd have trusted me, things could have been different.
Yes. Well, perhaps I could have handled things a bit better.
Well, it's not too late. There's no need for us to part on bad terms. Maybe I can come and see you in Spain.
Would you like to? We'd love that.
Well, you better check with Shelley first. You know, I wouldn't want to be in the way.
Now, Shelley would be delighted. We've always wanted you to share our happiness. Come on, let's go and tell her the good news. I think we've sorted out our little misunderstanding.
Really?
Well, it was mainly my fault. So I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me, Shelley.
Of course.
I shall miss my two favourite people, but, well, I know that it's your happiness that comes first.
That's marvellous news, isn't it, darling?
Marvellous.
Don't worry. I'll look after it.
I know you will do. But look at me, I'm taking over again. Look, I'm going to leave you to it. I know you want to be alone.
Won't you stay for a drink?
Later, maybe?
Oh, I'm so glad that's sorted out.
Me too.
Well, there's nothing to stop us now. I think we should celebrate tonight.
Oh, can we have champagne?
Well, naturally.
Oh.
But I don't want anything to spoil the evening.
Well, how could it?
I don't want Steph to feel excluded, you know, when she's made so much effort. Why don't you ask her to?
Lovely idea. Your dad and me, we wondered if you'd care to join us later for a celebration.
Oh, I'd love to.
Really? Oh, I said it sorted it. I'm really grateful to you for your understanding.
I just want everyone to be happy, Shelley. I always have.
Thanks. I know he's going to love it over there. That's why I suggested it.
Oh, I see. So this was your idea?
Well, yes, I mentioned it originally, but then your dad took to it straight away. He's always loved the Med. Right. OK, I'll see you later.
Oh, no, Shelley. Don't go. I've got a present for you.
Present?
Yeah. To show there's no hard feelings. You could call it a going-away gift. It's over here. You see? You and my dad aren't the only ones who can spring the surprises. Now, close your eyes. Don't open them until I say.
Let me out! Let me out! Steph? Steph, are you still there? Steph? Steph? Please let me out, I'm frightened! You know I'm claustrophobic!
Claustrophobic? Ha! You couldn't even spell it. You was always rubbish at spelling, even at school. I used to give you half the answers. Not that you were ever grateful.
Thank you, Steph. Please, can I come out now?
I don't think so. There's something you need to say first.
I'm sorry.
Not enough. Say, I'm sorry I tried to steal your daddy. And I promise I'll never do it again.
I won't!
Suit yourself. I'm bored with you now anyway. I think I'll go back to work.
Oh, please don't leave me!
Oh, don't worry, I'll only be a couple of hours. Well, that's unless me and Eric decide to go out for dinner.
No!
There's this fabulous restaurant opened in Otten. Yeah, we've been meaning to go there. It's got great reviews.
I'm sorry I tried to steal your dad. I promise I'll never do it again!
Do you promise?
I promise!
Look at the state of you, look. I don't know how you can imagine that anyone would find you attractive. I've always looked after you. For years. It's because nobody likes you. Nobody's ever liked you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had any friends. And how do you repay me, eh? By stabbing me in the back. Do you think that's fair?
Didn't mean to hurt you.
Liar! I've warned you before about stealing my things.
It's just your dad and I get on well together. Doesn't mean we care any the less for you.
How am I supposed to believe that? When you're both trying to run away from me. Look. Now that's better, isn't it? You know what I think? I think you're jealous. I think you've always been jealous of me. That's why you keep trying to steal my life. Well, you're not going to Spain with my dad. Not now, not ever. You wouldn't manage 5 minutes without me. So you're going to tell him that you've changed your mind. Because you're not going to Spain. Okay? Don't make me get angry with you again, Shelley. It's all your fault. You make me do these things. Me and my dad were just getting close and you go and spoil it. Don't make me angry with you, Shelley.
OK, I'll tell him.
Good. Right. Well, come on. I'll do your makeup for you now. I want you to look beautiful for my dad.
Well, is everything all right?
I think we've got everything sorted, haven't we, Shell?
Yes. Yes, I think we know where we both stand.
Oh, well, that's splendid. Well, I've got the champagne ready.
Oh, fabulous. And I promise I won't spoil the celebrations, unlike last night.
Oh, that's all forgotten. After all, it was you who brought us two together. This would be impossible without you. In fact, I think you ought to propose the toast.
Oh, to the future?
The future.
The future.
And ours will be sunny, won't it?
I know she can be a bit skittish, but she's a good worker when the wind's in the right direction.
I am not looking to employ anyone else.
It would free up more time for you to make arrangements for Spain.
I'm trying to save money, not spend it.
I tell you what, I'll cover half her wages for the first month.
I am not employing your sister.
Is that your final word on the matter?
Yes.
I don't suppose when you go to Spain there's any chance you could take her with you? Morning, Shelley.
Oh, morning, Diane.
I missed your breakfast this morning.
Oh, I wasn't hungry.
Are you all right?
Yeah, fine.
We'll soon be basking in the sun without a care in the world.
Absolutely. Look, I've got to get to the factory now. Bye.
Have you got someone organised?
No. First we start with the brown.
Brown, right, yeah.
Then we do the main and the features, but we wait until the brown is 100% dry. Have you got that? Yeah. Monica? Monique?
Are you French?
Shelley! You've made it. We was all getting worried.
You all right?
Of course she's all right. Shelley, want a word with you in my office. Close the door, Shell. I'm sorry that things got a little out of hand last night, Shelley.
A little.
I know my actions might have seemed, well, a tad drastic, but you're your own worst enemy. We both know that.
You held me hostage.
Oh, how you dramatise.
That's what it was.
Oh, come off it, Shelley. Where would you be if I didn't look after you, eh? Nah, we'll be all right, you and me. As long as you don't try my patience. And keep your eye on the stroppy French bit. I don't want any slacking.
Are you joining us for lunch?
No.
Oh, right you are then.
You come in. Oh, I'll be along in a while.
Anyway, what we do, the calf as a special. And it was
Back 1:30 sharp.
Right.
Steph, just have an ask you
What's
something.
that?
Yours?
It's not brown and white, though, is it?
I think she's very artistic.
Yeah, but I didn't ask for art. Get your coat. Quoi? You're sacked.
Shen. That was totally uncalled for.
The agency will soon send me someone else.
They might need to send you two more if I resign.
Shelley?
I'm sick of the way you order me about. Tried to scare me yesterday into not going to Spain. It's all wrong.
Well, that's water under the bridge.
Actually, it isn't, because I haven't changed my mind.
What?
I'm entitled to a little happiness.
Of course you are, Shelley. And that's why I'm so hard on you. I'm looking after you. That's what I do. That's how we are.
Well, not anymore. Because I am going to Spain, whether you like it or not. And I'm going with Alan.
And you accuse me of being cruel.
Excuse me, Lisa. Hey, congratulations, Charity.
Shelley, did you get things sorted with me dad?
Yeah.
Oh, good girl. You'll thank me in the long run, you know.
Oh, yes, so you keep reminding me.
Well, your happiness is my #1 priority.
For your information, I'm not happy, and neither is Alan.
Yeah, well, he'll come round. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
No, thanks.
No, it's not an option. It may have escaped your notice, but it's my birthday.
Oh, yeah, 56.
Lesser your lip, It's 51, and I've got a certificate to prove it.
But he's old enough to be your granddad.
Well, that's no reason not to be pleased.
Oh, well, I'm pleased if you're pleased.
I am ecstatic.
How about Debbie? Is she ecstatic?
Well, I haven't actually told her yet. I was thinking I might wait till she gets back.
Oh, no, you don't. She's your daughter.
Yeah, but you know how stroppy she can get, Lisa.
That's probably because when anything happens, she's the last to know about it.
Right, fine. Do you know what? I'll text her.
Oh, no, you won't. You will phone her right now.
Right, OK, I'll phone her.
He was going to give it you back. He was playing. How can you not have seen that?
You always have to take things too far, don't you?
Excuse me, I'm not the one that just flattened the post there.
But I come from a respectable family. My dad slaved for 50 years to give us a decent life. What the hell would you know about decency?
It didn't seem to bother you yesterday when you were ripping my clothes off.
Well, that was a bit of harmless fun behind closed doors. You might enjoy making an exhibition of yourself, but some of us have got a bit more self-respect.
At least I don't pretend I'm something I'm not.
Yeah, well, maybe it's time you did.
Go on, run back to Daddy. Go on, beg his forgiveness, you big hard man. Damn.
Can't walk around like this.
Can't till it stops bleeding. Don't be a baby.
Try to make me look stupid.
Like I need to try. Oi! I want to word with you.
Look, I can fight my own battles.
Hardly. Who gives you the right to thump my husband?
Not now, all right.
He was only having a laugh with you.
Yeah, I realise that. I'm sorry.
It's Paul you owe the apology.
I don't see him apologising, do you?
Oh, for heaven's sake! Sounds to me like you two have had a bit of a misunderstanding. Why turn it into World War III?
I'm expecting somewhere.
Well, I think you could at least wish me a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
See? I didn't kill you, did it?
Hey, I hope you falling out doesn't interfere with your plans.
No, we've kissed and made up.
I meant her and Alan. Spain, eh? How lovely. You are lucky.
Actually, Lisa, Alan and I have decided to stay in the village.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, hardly. Can you imagine Alan and Shelley sunbathing? Like two beached whales in amongst the bronzed and beautiful. Oh, not a very dignified image. Same again, Shell.
I don't know how you put up with her.
No, nor do I. In fact, I don't think I'm going to do any longer. I'll see you around, Lisa.
Where's Shell?
Oh, she left.
Oh, charming.
Maybe she's getting a bit more choosy about who she drinks with.
Yeah, all right then, darling. Well, you take care. Love ya.
How is she?
Don't know, she didn't say much. I think that's a good sign, Lisa.
Well, I don't think Kane will take things so lightly.
That's it. Me and man of history. I mean,
Oi.
just because I like a good time, right, don't make me a slapper.
What?
Charity's got engaged.
You are looking at the future Mrs. King.
What?
Oh, well, don't sound too pleased.
Well, what about Sid?
Oh, you can have him if you want. He's yours now. I best get going. I said to Tom I'd only be 10 minutes. See you later.
Me and Carl have had a bust-up.
Sometimes I think the world would be much more simple if Charity didn't have a love life.
Cheers, Lisa. Thanks for listening. Very impressive.
We've been hard at it.
Some more than others, I see. But on the whole, very good. In fact, I think a treat is in order.
What do you mean?
I mean, Lisa, the cream cakes are on me. You won't mind getting them, will you, Shell? But no buts. You can make up the time later.
If you say so.
I do. Oh, and Shelley, do try not to eat them all before you get back here.
I thought Shelley was supposed to be your friend.
She is. But you wouldn't want me showing favouritism now, Lisa, would you?
You're not having a good day today.
I'm all fingers and thumbs.
Well, it's no wonder when you're always being picked on.
You know, Steph, there's no sentiment when it comes to profit.
We've done something to upset her.
Only the usual, just being myself.
Well, if I were you, I'd put her straight.
Oh, I find keeping my head down works better. Less messy.
Why don't you take some time off? You must be due some holidays.
Oh, don't worry. I am.
Oh, go on, Friday.
don't you?
Hiya. You managed to keep it in the back then?
Oh, only just. I had a phone call from the estate agent on my mobile.
Did Steph hear?
No, but she was hovering. Now all I've got to do is to find a way of getting time off work so I can show him round.
If you need any help, I don't mind pulling the wool over Steph's eyes.
Thanks. Can't believe it's actually happening.
Lucky beggars.
Yeah. Alan said we could be there within 2 months.
I've always wanted a place with a pool. Nearest I got was when I was married to Rodney. We had a leaky roof.
Bit late for spring cleaning.
Got an estate agent coming. First impressions count.
I'd have thought you'd have plenty of offers on a place like this.
Oh, yeah, that's what Alan said, but I thought we ought to make sure they saw it at its best. So I got him a list of repairs needed doing.
Never saw Alan as the DIY type.
Right, yeah, he's had to go off to Spain to put in an offer on a house, so I ended up doing it myself.
Typical bloke.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's been very educational, though. I never realised why our washing machine drained so slow. It turned out a mouse had crawled up the outlet pipe to die.
Charming.
Yeah, I gave it a decent burial when I fixed the squeaky door on room 3.
Everything ready for sale then?
Yeah, nearly everything. We thought it best that Alan should put Steph in the picture when he gets back. Mr. Aubrey.
Pleasure to meet you. What a nice location. Do you get much passing trade?
Oh, some, but it's mainly recommendation. And once people have stayed, they just keep coming back.
Well, it ought to be a little gold mine, as long as it's been kept in good condition.
Oh, well, I'll show you round.
Yeah.
Oi, Shelley, do you fancy a bit of retail therapy?
You go in and start looking around. It won't be a minute.
Of course.
It's a bad time right now.
Oh, come on, we haven't hit the shops for ages. Nothing like spending money, you know, to brighten up your day.
Yeah, I've got to work.
Oh, what, checking him in? Well, I'm sure my dad'll cope.
Oh, well, he's away at the moment.
Oh? He didn't tell me.
No, he's away in a conference in London. Sounded very boring.
Oh, well, he won't resent you taking a bit of free time then, will he, eh? So, you deal with your guest and I'll see you around 2:30. I'll call for you.
Oh, here we are where we first started.
Thanks.
So what did you think?
Well, it's been kept in pretty good condition. There's a cracked basin in room 2 and a rather odd stain on the carpet in 4.
Oh, that was Kamapua.
What, some exotic cocktail?
No, Hawaiian mythical pig god.
I'm sorry?
Oh, well, Alan's very interested in myths, and there was this rather unpleasant child who seemed to fit the bill.
I see.
His idea of a 3-course meal was ice cream, and ice cream. We tried to warn his mother, but she wouldn't listen. I've never seen anyone being so sick.
A word of advice, I wouldn't tell that story to prospective buyers.
You don't think it'll sell?
On the contrary. No, Dad will stay on the market more than a fortnight. We'll put it on at 350 grand.
Ah, I could kiss you!
I'd really rather you didn't. I'll be in touch.
Can't really say right now, but it's all good news. Yeah, I'm excited too. I can't really believe it's all going to happen. Yeah, I'll phone you later. Bye.
Was that Alan?
Yeah,
Where is he?
away.
Business or pleasure?
Oh, a bit of both.
Oh, seem very excited about something.
Can't hide anything from you.
Won the lottery.
Better than that.
Gonna be on Big Brother?
Wouldn't want to be. Can you give me a bottle of champagne?
I knew you were celebrating something.
You're wasted in this shop, Viv. You should work for Interpol.
That's £28.40, please. Come on then. What's it all about?
Alan might make an announcement when he gets back, but at the moment my lips are sealed.
Oh, well, while you're here, you might like to do this quiz. Can you achieve your heart's desire?
No need to. I already have.
I'm afraid you're going to have to do the stock taking on your own this afternoon.
Huh?
I'm not going back to work.
Oh. Funny you wait until I offer to pay for lunch before you say anything.
Oh, well, it slipped my mind.
So, what's so important you can't come to work this afternoon then?
Well, if you must know, I'm going shopping with Shelley.
Sorry, didn't realise it was such an emergency.
So how come I've never seen you in here before?
Oh, I'm based in Hotton. I only come out here for work.
Oh, yeah? What line of business are you in?
I'm an estate agent.
When you work on a Sunday? What does your wife think about that?
I'm not married and I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, a good-looking fella like you.
No, but I do have a boyfriend.
Well, good for you.
Excuse me. I'm sorry I couldn't help overhearing. Did you say you was an estate agent?
Yes.
Oh, how are you finding your stay at the B&B?
Well, I'm not staying there.
I thought I saw you booking in this morning.
No, I wasn't booking in. I was evaluating the place.
You are?
Goes on the market first thing in the morning.
Really?
Oi, you need to thank me for lunch. Happy shopping.
Thought you'd stood me up.
Oh, no, I just had to pop over to the post office to buy some things.
Oh, I'll help you unpack.
No need. I can do it when we get back.
I insist. Champagne, how lovely. Are we celebrating?
No, Alan just likes to have a bottle just in case guests ask for it.
Oh, how thoughtful.
So where do you want to shop? Leeds, Harrogate?
You tell me. You're the one that's full of surprises these days.
Harrogate, then.
Maybe we should just, stay here and talk.
I thought you fancied some retail therapy.
Perhaps I prefer to do that with my mates. 'Cause you're not a friend, are you, Shelley? You're just a treacherous old cow with the loyalty of a turnip. And that camp streak of nothing. He isn't a guest. He's an estate agent. Because you and my dad are selling this place.
It's not what it seems. The estate agent was booked before we decided against moving. We just forgot to cancel.
I see.
Yeah, we didn't want to mention it to you because we didn't want to upset you when we knew it wasn't going to happen anyway.
And old Steph got the wrong end of the stick again.
Just a misunderstanding.
Oh. Hello, Grange B&B. Ah, Mr. Aubrey. Stephanie Stokes, the proprietor's daughter. Really? Well, that is good news. Yes, I'll certainly pass it on. Thank you. Well, apparently he's already got buyers interested in purchasing the property. It seems you forgot to tell him it's not for sale. Still, we can rectify that. You can call him now and give him the bad news.
I can't.
Why not?
But it's not mine to sell. No, we can only take instructions from the owner. And we'll have to wait till Alan gets back.
You're starting to get me very angry, Shelley. Call him. I don't want any excuses. Just do it.
I won't. We are going to sell this place. And we are moving to Spain. And there is nothing you can do about it.
The worm's finally turned. You think you're ready to do without me, do you?
Never wanted it to be like this.
You planned this right from the beginning. Let's share a lettuce leaf, Alan. Let's fight the flab together, Alan. Cuddling him. Telling him you can make him happy.
Well, I can if I can get him away from you.
And that's the worst cut of all, Shell. Without me, you'd just be a fat, snivelling, lonely little loser. You were willing to take everything I've given you, and now you throw it in me face.
You never gave me anything but grief.
You said you would never try and steal my father again. You promised.
Because you locked me in a cupboard!
Yeah, and I bet you sneaked off and told him all about that as well. How I frightened you. What a bully I am.
I never told him anything. I still hope we could make it up between us.
Fat chance of that, eh? Well, not unless you're willing to call the whole thing off.
I've told you, I'm not going to do that.
You've got newfound confidence, haven't you? Been doing karate lessons?
I'm just fed up being pushed about.
Well, you might have picked the wrong time to turn into Charles Bronson. Because there's a lot of cupboards in this place. And you ain't got my dad to protect you now. Of course. There is always the cellar. I wonder if there's rats down there. You'll be able to tell me, won't you? When you come out, I should get away with leaving you down there, what, a week? Maybe 2?
Don't touch me.
Why? What you gonna do? Cringe me to death? Oh! You hit me!
Yeah, and I'll do it again if you don't back off!
He gets away with it.
Now stay away from me!
Shelley? Shelley! You let me in!
No!
I could have got the coppers on you for this. I could have you for assault. You won't get to Spain then, will you, love, eh? Not if you're in prison.
I was defending myself!
Let me in.
I'm sorry I hit you. You left me no choice.
Yeah, well, you open the door, darling, and we'll talk about it, eh?
I think we both need some time to cool down first.
You can't stay in there forever. You'll have to come out sometime. I will get you, Shelley. And when I do, you'll wish you'd never been born.
Shelley?
Diane?
Are you going to let me in?
Who were you expecting, the mafia? Steph and I had a bit of a row. She found out we were selling up. I gather she didn't take it too well. She threatened to lock me in the cellar with the rats.
Are you not serious?
I hit her. Never done that before.
Sounds like she deserved it.
Diane, you've no idea what she's like.
She's a bully. And the only way to deal with a bully is to stand up to them.
Alan and I haven't done anything wrong. Gave me his mother's ring. That shows he really cares.
I know he does. So don't let Steph spoil it. Ah, it's all hot air. As soon as she sees you won't back down, she'll come to terms with it.
Maybe.
You've started to stand up to her. Just follow it through and it'll be fine.
So, how was your shopping trip yesterday?
I didn't go.
Spent too much time gossiping, eh?
I wouldn't put it like that. Try learning the truth about a snake in the grass.
So I take it the on-off friendship is off.
Big time.
So it probably isn't the right time to offer her a lift.
Not unless you want to be a witness to me wringing her neck. No, Eric. Just drive.
Okay. Aha, good morning, good morning.
Are you the only ones here?
It isn't 9 o'clock yet. We're just setting up.
Yes, well, it's a shame the rest of the staff aren't so keen. I saw Shelley dawdling in the village like time didn't matter. Lisa, I'd like you to give a warning, please, an official warning to anybody who's late.
If you say so. Hey, where are you going with that?
Quality control, spot check.
I've already checked them. They're just waiting to be picked up.
Are you questioning my authority?
No.
Good.
What's up with her this morning?
Do yourself a favour. Do not ask. You've got far too much work to get on with.
Come in.
Eric said you wanted to see me.
I'm really disappointed in you, Shelley. You packed this?
So?
Then you're responsible.
There was nothing broken when I packed them, and Lisa checked it.
So you're trying to shift the blame onto her?
No, it must have happened since then.
Oh, I see. The mugs just jumped out and smashed themselves. You're pathetic. But you know what really disappoints me, Shelley? You've got no loyalty. To the company or to me. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me.
Look, I don't know how they got broken. But if you think it's my fault, I'm quite prepared to pay for them.
Oh, you bet you will. I'll be docking your wages.
Fine. Can I go now?
No. Get rid of those. That order is being collected this morning. Hang on. That's my grandmother's ring. I've stolen it. Alan gave it me! It can't have done. It was always coming to me. It's part of my inheritance. I didn't know that! Liar! You know exactly what you're doing.
What on earth is going on? The whole factory can hear you.
She is a thief.
No, it's all a misunderstanding. Alan gave me the ring!
Liar!
Bully!
I am not a bully. Look, I've still got the mark on my face where she slapped me yesterday.
She pulled my hair!
That is enough! Take an early lunch. Go on, get out of here.
Thank you.
I haven't finished with her yet.
Oh, yes, you have. I will not have you bringing your personal problems into the workplace. It's affecting morale.
Did you really hit her?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that.
Me too.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're getting all this out of proportion.
See, she's even turned you against me.
She said she didn't know how much the ring meant.
Oh, don't believe all that butter wouldn't melt in your mouth stuff. She knows exactly what she's doing. She promised they weren't going to Spain. But they're selling up, flying off, leaving me behind.
There's still time for you to make it up with your father.
Nah, she's got him exactly where she wants him. He believes all her lies.
Perhaps it's time to let go. Let Shelley and your father move on. Concentrate on your own life.
No way. I've got to make him open his eyes. I've got to make him see what she's really like.
Maybe she's right. She said her grandmother promised her this ring. Should have gone to her.
Alan obviously doesn't see it that way.
Which makes me feel worse. It shows I've come between them. I'll tell him I can't take it.
If you do, it won't stop there. As far as Steph's concerned, everything should go to her. The ring, the Grange, her dad's money, it's all part of her inheritance.
Maybe she's right.
What happens after he dies is their business. But I think Alan's far more concerned with enjoying himself while he's alive. And he wants to do that with you. Which sounds like an excellent idea to me. As long as you feel the same way.
Oh, I do. I think we can be happy together.
Well, you'd be daft to let that selfish cow spoil it. Put that ring back on. I reckon this calls for a celebration. Let's all drink to you and Alan and your new life in Spain. I think I speak for us all when I say we'll be sorry to lose you both, but we're delighted you've found happiness. To Alan and Shelley's new life in Spain.
Cheers.
I'll drink to that.
So that's what you were so excited about in the shop yesterday, was it? Are we going to hear wedding bells?
Oh, we're just taking things one step at a time, Viv.
I see she's given everyone her good news.
Well, you're not going to make a scene, are you? Stephanie?
Of course not. Oh, no, I intend to be every inch the dutiful daughter.
I hate to interrupt the celebrations, but we really need to get this settled.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got another announcement to make. Not quite as happy as the last.
Yes, sadly our pub is overmanned and we need to let one of our bar staff go.
And as we can't come to a decision, we've decided the fairest thing to do is let the customers decide.
So we're going to put this ballot box on the bar. If you'd all like to cast your votes for Val or Tess.
We'll announce the results tomorrow.
You must be delighted for your dad.
I just hope everything works out.
You don't sound so thrilled.
All I've ever been interested in, Viv, is my dad's happiness. If he feels he can get that in Spain, I'm not going to stand in his way.
So what's the problem?
I didn't say there was a problem.
Oh, you're hiding something from me. I can tell you're not telling me everything.
And that's the way it has to stay. I wouldn't want to ruin Shelley's day.
Sue, leave Shelley alone.
Diane, it's the other way around. For the last 31 years, I've had that girl clinging to me like a limpet. Everywhere I went, she'd turn up. I came to this village, Emmerdale, because I have family here. She hasn't. She still followed me. She's the one should be backing off.
She is. To Spain.
Oh, only because she's got her claws into my dad now and not me. No, I don't want him stuck with her.
It's his choice, not yours.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm trying to save him from himself.
Or maybe you're just a selfish cow. Either way, if you're thinking of locking someone in a cupboard again, you'll have to get past me first. Got that?
Loud and clear.
Glad we understand each other.
Hello again.
I suppose you don't look too pleased because it's old news. You've probably known about their plans for ages.
Not really.
Well, I am surprised considering it's your dad and your best friend. She is still your best friend, isn't she?
Well, I used to think so before her and my dad got together. She's been acting a bit odd, you know, ever since. She might be a bit worried, you know. I'm going to tell my dad what she used to be like years ago.
Ah, get through a few blokes, did she?
No, not really. She always said she was saving herself, you know, for the meal ticket. That's how she put it.
Oh, so she's been looking for a sugar daddy all her life, then?
Well, I have to say I was a bit worried when I found out she persuaded him to sell up and go to Spain. But don't say anything. I'm sure she's changed. I'm sure she really cares for him.
Of course she does. Mind you, the Grange must be worth a few £100,000. Could be quite tempting.
I thought you'd gone.
I've just been on the phone to the estate agents. Apparently the Grange is on the market for $350,000.
Thinking of putting in an offer?
Well, if I could raise that sort of money, I might be tempted. It's far too much for me. I've had to work for every penny in my life, unlike some.
Trying to make a point, Viv?
Well, it's just that between the Grange, his savings and his pension, Alan Turner must be worth well over £500,000.
Are you thinking of compiling an Emmerdale rich list? Because I reckon that still leaves him a long way behind Zoe Tate.
Might be very tempting for Shelley, though.
Not everybody has a cash register for a brain.
Oh, I agree. I married for love, but not everybody has those sort of scruples.
Did you come up with this theory on your own, or did Steph Stokes help you?
Well, she didn't want to tell me at first, but I forced it out of her. It seems that Shelley has been looking for a sugar daddy all her life.
I see. It seems you ignored my warning. For your sake as much as theirs, you're never going to stop them.
We'll see.
Your father's already made his mind up, otherwise he wouldn't be in Spain now.
Did you know that she told me he was in London at a conference? If she's not doing anything underhand, why is she telling all these lies?
Because she knows how you'll react.
Oh, I see. I'm the bully, am I? But you don't know how clever she is. She knows how to manipulate people. She knows how to make me angry. That's what turned my father against me. And you, apparently.
So none of it's your own fault?
I'm not saying I'm perfect, Diane. But if you think she is, she's really pulled the wool over your eyes. You went out with my dad once, didn't you? Why'd you give him the elbow?
He's a real gentleman, and we'll always be friends. It's just, we weren't suited in that way.
Right. He's no Brad Pitt. As far as I can see, all he's got going for him is he's over 70, got a weak heart, and £500,000. Believe me, she'll stick to him like a leech until it's gone.
You're wrong.
Easy for you to say. But I have known her a lot longer than you. When she's bled him dry and he comes back here, miserable and broke, it won't be you, Diane, that has to pick up the pieces. It'll be me. Because underneath it all, I'm the only one who really cares. So wind your neck in, before I tell you where to shove that good advice.